Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, we have two of college football's most powerful teams as we are set for a top 5 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Both teams have been building toward this one for a while, and it is here, a top 5 clash between two powers. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Line gets set, first down. Takes a handoff. It's Judkins. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Going for a big play right off the bat. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing 1 interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. power football with the run. Tackle is made after the first down.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
With the run on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleeve.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. He's got the back in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Gets open down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Tripped up for the tackle.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make a tackle.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Now on second down. Trying play action. Unloads it downfield. And he pulls it in at the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Judkins. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Finds his tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Handoff from the gun. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go with a direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. It's a flea flicker. He fires to the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole now.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. That's caught. It's Ibuka. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Howard. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try the run, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's better. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback will keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this. Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And the Dogs are marching down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off play action on first down. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for.
on first down.
Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Back to throw, it's back. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Can't hang on, he muffs it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Howard. Going over the top. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They go right back to him. Smashes through. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. How about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 42, Ohio State 7.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Robinson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
There's a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Razor. Lasso. Basic. Now.
They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, going to the air. And the ball is picked off. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and build some momentum for some future games.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's back. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
You know I can't do that, Bruce. You know I can't do that. You told me the 7-point win was BTA. You know I was going to keep throwing. You knew that.
Prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean,
and he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Damn. The homies even said something. For the honey bun. Come on, man. Y'all knew what the fuck was going to happen.